Hey friends, Stephanie from Mrs. D's Corner. Welcome to the second day that I'm sharing another Differences or Disability Awareness book with you in honor of Autism Awareness Month starting on Sunday. So every night this week I'm going to be doing a read aloud of a different book for differences or disability awareness. Yesterday I read A Friend Like Simon. You can click the videos tab here on my Facebook page and click the last video and you'll get to hear me read that one aloud and you can hear all about that story. Tonight I have a new story for you and I'm really excited about it. It's not necessarily a disability book, it's a differences book. And it's something that I can relate with because I've had students who have fine motor deficits who aren't necessarily writing letters, but they're writing squiggles or lines or drawing circles on a page. So they're at those beginning stages of writing, but they can still write stories. So I wanted to share this book with you guys. It's called A Squiggly Story. I have shared it here on my Facebook page before, but it is not in the list. If you've seen the list on my blog of the 60 different books for differences in disability awareness, this is not on the book yet, but I will be adding it to the list after this week. So today we're going to read A Squiggly Story. And this book is by Andrew Larson and Mike Lowry. It's so cute, y'all. I hope y'all love it as much as I do. So, A Squiggly Story. My sister loves to read, big words and little words, page after page, word after word. My sister loves to write, big words and little words, page after page, word after word. Sometimes I pretend I can write too, big letters and little letters, swirl after swirl, squiggle after squiggle. What are you doing? I asked one day while we're sitting at the kitchen table. I'm writing a story. I wish I could write a story. You can. It's easy. How? I know my letters, but I don't know many words. Write what you know. Every story starts with a single word, and every word starts with a single letter. Why don't you start there with a letter? So I get my crayons and pencils and a pad of paper and I start to write. I start with a single letter. It's an easy letter. I. That's me. That's a good beginning. Now what? What's going to happen? How should I know? It's your story. You're the boss. I what? I'm stuck. What happens in my story? I draw a circle. It's a soccer ball. Then I write another letter. I-O-U. It's you, I say to my sister. I'm playing soccer with you. Great. Where are we playing soccer? Maybe we're playing on the beach, I suggest. We've never played soccer on the beach. So I do a bunch of dots for the sand on the beach. Dot, dot, dot. Then I make a bunch of V's. I-O-U, dot, 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 dot. V, 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 V. Big V's and little V's. Wave after wave in the ocean. Now what? What do you mean? You have a beginning. Now we're in the middle of the story. Something else has to happen so we can get to the end. I'm stuck again. I start doodling. I doodle another V, but this time it's upside down. Oh, y'all know what it is? Oh no, it's a shark! It's getting closer and closer. So I-O-U, dot, 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 all the V's for the ocean, and then I flip the page to get away from the shark. The next day, I bring my story to school. It's my turn for show and tell. That means I get to sit in Mrs. Singh's chair. Everyone else sits on the carpet, ready to listen. So this is Mrs. Singh, Mrs. Singh's chair. Last night, I started to write a story. It's sort of squiggly, but here it goes. Once upon a time, there was a brother and a sister, and they loved to play soccer. I-O-U. So him, soccer, and his sister. One day they had an idea. They decided to play soccer on the beach. So they went to the beach and played soccer. So I-O-U, him, the soccer ball and his sister, the beach, and the waves. Then they noticed something coming toward them in the water. It was a shark, a real live shark. It was getting closer and closer, and it was getting bigger and bigger. And that's as far as I got. That's wonderful, says Mrs. Singh. What happens next? What about the shark? What about the brother and sister? I don't know. I'm stuck. Class, does anyone have an idea? Jake waves his hand in the air. I do. Maybe one of them kids kicks the ball and it hits the shark in the head. Then maybe the shark bites the ball with his big pointy shark teeth. Aaliyah offers another idea. What if the shark's name is Squiggles? What if Squiggles is a vampire shark? What if she invites the brother and sister to ride on her back? And what if they become a vampire family and live forever? Vampires can't swim. Everybody knows that. Of course they can swim. Vampires can do anything. But it's my story, and I don't want vampires in my story. If I was writing a story, I'd have lots of vampires. Then you should write one. But I like yours. That night after dinner, I sit down beside my sister. Her face is buried in a book. I've been thinking about my story all day, and I still don't know how to end it. Remember, you're the author, she says without looking up. You can do whatever you want. So I get my pencil, and I start with a bunch of stars. Then I add a few exclamation marks. My sister told me exclamation marks make things exciting. She's right, it is exciting. I add a couple of slanty lines. What's going on? Asked my sister, looking up from her book. It's nighttime. The stars are out. The shark has gone away, and we decide to take a walk on the beach. That's when we discover a giant rocket ship. That sounds cool. Then what happens? We hear a voice. It's counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Not yet, I say, adding one more squiggle. Just before the rocket blasts off, we spy a Martian looking out through a window. The Martian invites us to come aboard. That's a great ending. Now I have an idea for my next story. It's going to be about a boy who climbs aboard a rocket ship and takes a trip to Mars. And I think I know just how to begin. And then the last picture, if you can see it, I'll try and put it up. It shows all of his different letters and numbers and squiggles and stars and dots that are on his page, but also represent the story that he told. And we all have a student who loves to write, but may not be able to write the letters yet. So I think that this story, a Squiggly story, is fantastic to read with our friends. So you can grab the link above. It says a Squiggly story, and then it has two little arrows, and then there is an affiliate link to Amazon. And you can grab the book there from Amazon. And then tomorrow I will share another book with you. I'm not sure which book it's going to be yet. I haven't looked through the books that I have sitting here. But tomorrow we'll share another book at 7 p.m. Central, right here, same time, same place. I hope to see you guys there, and I hope you had fun. Bye.